Hi, everybody. Welcome to another interview with the Women Automotive Network. I'm here today with Bettina Al-Sadik-Lowinski. Hi, Bettina. Thank you for being in with us today.
Hello, welcome.
Thanks. So I'm Caroline Trudeau. We've got some questions for Bettina this morning. Where are you connecting with us from today, Bettina?
Well, I'm sitting actually near the Eiffel Tower, not far from Paris Center, so some 20 kilometers outside in a little town called Marne-la-Coquette. And all the French know that because a famous star has lived there, Johnny Holiday, I think. That's the place where I am right now.
Very good. And where is home for you? Is this your home full time? Is this your home office?
Well, that's a very good question. Actually, my home is in Germany. But I have been since 15 years now away outside Germany. Like I've been in Asia, Japan, China. Then I've been back in between, and now we are in Paris. My husband is French, but home is Germany.
Oh, good. What part of Germany?
Cologne.
Very nice. One city that I have not yet been to. Let's talk about work a little bit. Mm-hmm. So you play many roles. You are an author, an executive coach. Talk to me a little bit about your responsibilities in your career and in your work.
Yeah, well, I come from a corporate career, not in automotive, but in pharmaceuticals for many years. And then I switched and I became an executive coach, and I worked in Asia, in Europe, now in France, worldwide. So I would say I have 3 jobs. So I'm a gender and career researcher and an author, then the executive coaching, and I'm also a leadership trainer, and I speak at international conferences. So it's very fulfilling, and there are many things. It's not just one job. And so I'm very honored to be moderating the Auto Women Summit this year.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you. It's going to be very cool. Is there, in all of these roles that you play in your career, is there one that you just like or love most than the others? Is there something that you're just super passionate about?
Wow, that's I think I'm fortunate in a way that I have this variety and I love it all. I love working with my clients, I love working with groups, and I love the research part also. So I think I found my fulfillment in all that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Such an inspiration. You don't have to choose just one thing. It sounds like you've made a great trio of magic work for you.
Yes.
That's great. So is this, are you looking forward to going back to normal, or is this here, is this a normal that you like, or is there something in the future that you're looking forward to being the new normal? Where do you fall on this realm of normalcy?
Yeah, is that the pandemic that you mean, or?
Yeah, and just in all of the changes that have happened, and the acceleration at which we're taking on change, like where do you fall on this spectrum of normal?
Yeah. Well, I think for me, and also looking at my parents, of course, the most important thing that should be normal again is having more safety with health. And I think that's the wish of everybody right now. And then on the other hand, I see a lot of my clients being very affected with their work. A lot of women having more work than normal. So having the children and home office work. And I hear women stepping back from their careers right now. So this is for me the not normal. And I hope we overcome that very fast. And on the other hand, for my work, because I enjoy working globally, it's really great that we are more virtual now. Like the two of us would never have met if we don't have that. So it makes my global work much easier. And I hope that is the normal, new normal, that this remains a little bit. Because of course, flying for a conference or for meeting a client to another country is much more a challenge, and now it can be done much more easier. So I think it's difficult to answer that. Probably the health thing would be the most important for me right now. Having everybody vaccinated, getting the world healed from this virus.
Yeah. And then making a little bit of a new normal with bits and pieces that we like to take and that we like to take forward. Because you're right, going back to traveling a whole day for a 30-minute meeting on, you know, the other side of the continent, or here in the US on another coast, just sometimes seems like it might be better to take advantage of some of these new methods, and also maybe safer until we get to the next phase in the recovery of the globe from this pandemic.
And I think that's a very important aspect for women in their management roles, and for women leaders, and of course also for women in automotive, to be able to really save their energies again, continue their career paths, and not having double or triple burden here. And I think that is something that we should hope for, that this is the new normal, right?
Right. And this is a great transition to talk, I think, a little bit about your book, which I am waiting to receive, and I will look forward to reading before we meet again at the Women Automotive Summit. But you wrote a book called Women in Top Management: Role Models from Around the Globe Share Their Path to Success. So many questions about the book. What was the impetus? What was the moment that made you realize, I have to do the work and I have to write this book? Why this book?
Yeah. So this book for me is really my contribution to supporting women worldwide to rise into management. I wanted to create something that's lasting and meaningful to a lot of women, and also research-based. And the last thing is international, because I think it's very, very important in the phase that we are in to have more international perspectives. So on a private level, of course, my motivation was, I have a daughter just turning 15, and we had great discussions around this book. And I have a son who asked me then, Mama, can men become feminists? And I said, well, we can discuss that, how that could be possible for you. So there was also a lot of meaningful things on a personal level with this book.
Oh, that's so great. So in the context of some of the research that you found, what are some of the common findings that women top managers exhibit around the world? What were some of your findings?
Yeah, well, you have to know, for this book, I interviewed 110 top women managers from various nations, including China, Japan, where it would be usually very difficult for researchers to do all the interviews. So I have a section in the book with the factors that unites them, the traits that these women share. And let me give you some of them. So the first one, and it sounds very basic, but it's very, very important, is they all show a very high career orientation. So these women knew what they wanted, and they knew it quite early in their careers. And it's in my work with many other women, it's not so easy to define for women what do you really want, because we have choices, we have different moves, no? The other thing is, these women made themselves free from the judgment of others. So in the book, you see all these different environments and countries where women are already in senior management on a high level, and then other countries like Japan, where we have almost no women there. So the common thing is, they were free of judgment of others. And then these women really went to where the chances are. So when they have difficult environments or discriminations, some women would stay there, lifelong, and not change. These women were very keen on changing, and if they can't find the changes within one company, they even created a new business within that company. So very change-oriented. Let me give you two more things. They are very much supportive to other women. So a lot of them received support and then they moved up, and also they give support. So solidarity is a high value for them. And also what I find very, very interesting and inspirational is also that they have an ongoing learning skill. So even the women over 60 who are still doing a career, they were going into master programs or learning this and this. So I think it's women are really strong at that, and young women should do the most they can do to learn new things, I think.
That's great. What great attributes of women who have these top management positions. Besides Women Automotive Network, are there other organization that you share this knowledge with? What are some of the other groups that you contribute to? Because this is so important.
You know, I'm in a fantastic journey right now. So first of all, I have been sharing it in all the countries. So from China over Russia to Japan, France, and Germany, and worldwide. And industry, well, the women in my research came from 500 companies or more than 500 companies, and all the industries are covered. But some of them, of course, are from automotive or related areas. No? So, yeah, the sharing goes worldwide. And I've even spoken in China for the All Women's Federation, which is very rare for a foreigner, in Russia and in Germany a lot. Yeah, and now at the summit. So
I know we're so lucky to have you. Thank you. What? So you work as an executive coach in addition to a researcher, and so having had this global, this incredible global perspective, what are the top things that women come to you for in terms of executive coaching? What should women like me who aspire to be executives know when it comes to coaching?
Well, first of all, the coach is your partner. So it's not so much about teaching, but it's about giving you a safe space and a structure for growing, for trying new things, for talking through your obstacles. So women come with very different topics, and in the end, they are the same worldwide. So it's about overcoming obstacles and challenges. It's about managing stress with different roles in life. It's about then things that men also have, onboarding on a higher level position, mastering conflict in their teams, or work-life decisions. And I think the whole thing with what will I do with a family and a career, that's very much what I want to talk about in the coaching. And yeah, so these are some examples, no? But there are many others. Yeah, how can I develop certain characteristics that I have more, which are needed in management to rise higher? How can I actively do something about mentoring and sponsoring, for example? So we talk about how to build your personal advisory board, which will support your career. So a lot of topics.
Nice. I have a personal advisory board. I'm so glad to hear you say that. So cool. So what is the top recommendation that you have for women in general? Like with all of the research that you've done, all of the synthesis and the insights that came from your book, your experience working with women across the globe, top recommendation, what would it be?
Okay, I would say get clear on your own career orientation. So find the answer to the question, what do you want with career and how much do you want it? And once that is clear, from there we go. Yeah, then the coaching, then we know what to do. What are the next steps? No? But this is really, really important. And for women, younger women and women who are in middle management, no? This is crucial to get really clear on that question.
Get clear. And what if it changes? What if I get clear today on a specific topic? And 4 or 5 years go by and I change my mind. I want to do something different. Is there harm to that? Or do you see women sort of go through that up and different journey? Yeah.
No, you know, I think every path and every decision a woman takes, yeah, in the coaching as my client or whatever, in the courses, it's okay. Yeah, there are women who like to be housewives, who look after 4 kids. I have full respect for them. Then there are other women who say, well, okay, the middle is right for me. That's where I want to be.
Mm.
The thing is, where I like to support them is when women stay awake. Yes, I want, but then I don't want. It's difficult for some to find that clarity. So I don't think it's a harm when you change after 5 years. That's normal. Yeah, we grow into being more mature, having a different view on things. No? My topic was then, how can we have more women up there?
Yeah.
And how can we find out if we really want to be up there? And then how to make that possible? And a last thing, and that's even probably more important, how to remain there once you get there. Because a lot of women will disappear after a while, same as the men. Yeah, once they reach general manager levels or CEO levels, then it requires other skills to remain up there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fascinating. I love that you say that there's no harm, because we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to make a decision and stick with it. And sometimes it's just not realistic. You know, you make a decision for this moment, move forward with clarity, and then at the next fork, make another decision.
Right. That's absolutely. And I have observed now many passes of women. And also I have a career typology, which I will just publish now. And there you will see there's not one way to do a career. There are different paths. Yeah. And of course, there is a majority is doing this, and then smaller groups are doing that. No? But I think the important thing is that women learn what they want, where their strengths are, and what makes them happy also in the career. Then it goes much easier.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Strength finding and working with strengths. And also to your point before about some of the traits that you've observed in your research, not minding so much what the perception and the public opinion of, you know, said decisions are. You know, just take your path, go for it, be committed. I love this. I'm starting my day here with a coaching session with thank you so much. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about automotive. What's a trend? What's a macro trend that you're keeping up with in automotive?
Well, perhaps I will answer this question very differently from the women who are inside automotive and in different functions there. So from my perspective, it's about the women in STEM functions, women who study engineering, women who are entering this market. And I think the future is also having more women there in important positions. So the automotive industry is a key market to a lot of countries. And I think women have the capability to shape the future of this market because they are consumers. They make the buying decisions. And also they know what is good for their families and for the environment. So I think we need more of them in influential positions to bring this female view also into the decision forums, into the innovation labs. So my trend for your question are women in automotive.
Nice. I love this perspective, and I love this diversity of thought that you bring us, not from the sort of ingrained into the industry, but with the breadth and the opportunity that you've seen in all of the other different industries. And to me, that is diversity. You know, while we may be the same gender, we have a different point of view, and bringing that special sauce, if you will, just really adds a lot to the discussion. So we're grateful to have you with us. A couple of more questions. We have a few minutes, and I'm having a great time. So good. When you think of a woman who has influenced you in your career, has influenced or helped or played a key role, who comes to mind?
Wow. You know, from this research, I lately had 110 of them. So all my research participants, I really had a tremendous journey. But if I have to pick one, it's probably my mentor, who is like my sparring partner when it comes to writing the books. And I would quote her here now, because I think whenever I'm at, with writing, you have to be also very disciplined, no? And you have structure, and you are very lonely. So then she will be there and she will lift me up. And so this is one woman, but I have a lot of examples of women who have helped me in my career. All my research wouldn't have been possible without women supporting other women, and in that case, me.
Yeah. Who is your mentor? What is her name? Let's give her a shout out.
Her name is Gundula.
Gundula.
And she's a former general manager of her own market research company. She's already 78 years old and still at my side.
Wow. Shout out to her. Thank you. And then my final question, this is the question that I ask everyone at the very end. It's a tough one. It's in one word. One word. What is the opportunity from your perspective for women in automotive?
One word. Oh my God, one word. I don't know if that's one word in English. The sky is unlimited.
The sky is unlimited. Absolutely. Unlimited, limitless, something like that. Yeah. Lots of opportunities.
Right.
Indeed. Indeed.
Know what they want.
Yeah. Just know what you want, make a decision, have clarity, and go for it. Make a plan to go for it. And the sky's the limit. Sky is limitless. Yes. I love it. What a great way to start my week. Thank you so much, Bettina, for making the time to speak with me. And on behalf of everyone at the Women Automotive Network, thank you. And we look forward to seeing you in June at the summit. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Yes, have a wonderful day. Yes, thanks.